I'm Dr. Margaret Paul. I'm co-creator of the powerful inner bonding healing process, and I'm here to talk to you today about resistance and procrastination. How often do you find yourself knowing that you need to do something, but just not doing it? You'll find yourself doing anything other than what you need to do, eating, watching TV, going to sleep, anything other than what you know that you need to be doing. Or how often are you in a relationship and somebody wants you to do something, and it may even be something that you really want to do, but suddenly you find yourself in resistance, saying no, you're not going to do that, or getting upset, or getting defensive, or getting angry, because this person is telling you to do something that you actually may want to do. You may not want to, but sometimes you might want to be doing this, and yet you find yourself saying, no, I'm not going to do this. Well, there's a very good reason for resistance and procrastination. Let's go back a little bit in your past, to your growing up years, and think about whether you had a parent who was very controlling, who wanted to tell you what to do about everything. And you might have found that you had to give in, but you found certain ways of resisting. Maybe you resisted by doing badly in school or dawdling and being late, not doing your chores on time, but you found some way of resisting being controlled and engulfed by your controlling parent. Now the problem is that when this is the case, then you grow up feeling like the only way that I can be my own person is to resist what someone else tells me to do, and even to resist what I'm telling me to do. So that if I say to myself, I have to clean up this place, some part of me says, you can't tell me what to do. You're not the boss of me. Or somebody else says, why don't you try this or do that? And you hear this little voice saying, you can't tell me what to do. And when this is the case, it becomes more important to you to not be controlled by somebody else, or not be controlled by even yourself, than it does to be loving to yourself. And that's the problem, is that as long as it's more important for you not to be controlled than it is for you to open to learning about what's really loving to yourself and learn to take loving action in your own behalf, you're going to be pretty stuck in resistance and procrastination. This always comes from a wounded part inside, a little kid saying, it's more important to me that I don't give myself up, that I'm not controlled by myself or anybody else, than it is for me to really do what's in my highest good. Now, you can change this intention anytime you want. Anytime you decide that it's more important to you to be loving to yourself and to support your own highest good than it is to resist being controlled, you're going to move out of this. So begin to notice what happens inside when you find yourself in resistance. Begin to notice that there's one controlling part of you that's saying, you better do this, and there's another part that says, you can't make me. Or somebody else is saying, this would be good for you, and you're saying, I don't have to do what you want, you're not the boss of me. And then ask yourself, I wonder what would be in my highest good. Move into your heart, open to your higher guidance, and ask the higher part of you that really knows what's best for you, what would be in my highest good? Is it in my highest good to say yes to this person? Is it in my highest good to say no to this person? Is it in my highest good to follow through on what I said I'm going to do? Or is it best for me to say, no, I've changed my mind? When you move from resisting being controlled into really wanting to support what's in your own highest good, and you connect with your spiritual guidance about what that is, you will find yourself moving out of resistance and procrastination.